Good day. Hello. It's myself, Dom. I'm here with Jonas. We alluded to, we are doing a part 2 to the Flying Nun. I guess we'll call it rundown, sort of discography. I think we're both trying to, unofficially get as far along the Flying Nun discography as we can. And I know I've made a few additions this year. Maybe you tell me. You have to tell me if you've made a few additions. But it seemed like everybody had enjoyed the first part, so we're going to go from 1984 to 1987. Jonas, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine today. Thanks. As you said, I'm always looking for Flying Nun records, so a few of these are new to me, but I have been buying Flying Nun records for a couple of years, or many years, so, it slowly builds up the collection. And yes. I'm far from done. I have many to find.
Mm-hmm. I'll talk about later. I just saw a new one I never heard before that was a monster rarity, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
they don't turn up here too often. Actually, sometimes you find them, but not very often. At least the first pressings. The later pressings seem to turn up a lot more easily. So,
yeah.
So I guess we're just going to go back and forth. Jonas, why don't you start? Well, let me just show real quick an upgrade, and then you start with these we talked about last episode. I believe you had the earlier pressing, so now I do as well. I had to correct that. I had the custom labels. Yeah, I had to correct that. So I got these from the seller on Instagram who we've talked about.
Yeah, okay.
These are the Tall Dwarfs first 2 EPs, which are absolutely great. So I wanted to just
fantastic. So
make mention of
congrats.
that. Yes,
great EPs. Yeah.
Yes, the custom labels are such a cool aspect to these records. So anyway, go ahead.
Well, let's start with, maybe we should start with the one that you sent me. The Chills, Pink Frost single.
Classic.
And I guess it's from 84, but the song was actually recorded as early as 82, I think. But this is an absolutely fantastic single. One of my favorite singles from the whole Flying Nun catalog, actually. This is a New Zealand press. You have had this in your hands because you bought it for me and sent it. So.
Well, I played it. I definitely played it, and it's an all-time favorite song. The song Pink Frost is so singular in the catalog, and just it's such a unique song for the era.
Absolutely. I love it. And it's also it's a tribute to the drummer who died from leukemia in the band. So his name was Martin Bull, and he died. So they finished the recording without him and added vocals and released it in 84. But the song is a bit earlier. So fantastic single.
Yeah, so I do have to track down a copy myself, but I wanted to get that out to you. I knew it was big on your list, so.
Yeah, it was the biggest, actually, that I wanted, so fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to try to move somewhat quickly. We have a lot here. I think you have this. I'm curious to see which version you have. I don't know if that's next in your pile or not, but.
It's not, but I have this color version.
Now, the story with this, as you probably know, is it came out first as a double 7-inch, correct?
Yeah.
And they did it on sandpaper? It was one of the sandpaper records.
Yeah.
And so all those 7 inches are scratched up and hard to find. But this is the Great Unwashed.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know which is a later. Like, I think these all came around the same time. Do you know?
Yeah. I think they all came at the same time. This is the multicolored, and yours is the blue or so, and there are many colors, I think.
That the multicolored is quite nice, and it's like a card stock. It's at least this one is. It's a different kind of stock. That's a beautiful, really beautiful variation.
Yours is beautiful as well. And this is,
So this is the Kilgore brothers, we should say, of the Clean, and they started doing this. Right after the Clean, sort of not clear what happened. They just sort of stopped playing together. They broke up, and it's basically the Clean in a stripped down, more lo-fi, a little odder, less post-punk or less sort of indie pop. And I absolutely love, like, one of my, again, talking about Pink Frost, like if I was to make like a compilation of my favorite just Flying Nun songs. It's hard to read it on here, but Born in the Wrong Time on this is one of those songs that just really cuts through and just really pulls you in, like a different kind of thing happening. Very emotional song too.
Yeah. I love it, and it's actually interesting because that song is written by Peter Guttridge.
Guttridge is in this, yes.
And he was on the Tally Ho single, and like the first version of the Clean. And then he left the band, and then he came back for this. So this is actually the original Clean, the original trio. And he wrote all the songs on the B-side, actually. So it's I love that song too.
And this is 1984.
Yeah.
And that's the year we're kind of starting. And Dwayne Eddy is a song on here. Yeah. And the LP, as we talked about last time, is amazing too. But this is, if you don't have this, if you like the LP or have not heard the singles comp, or it's not a singles comp, it's just called singles.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have a list, or should we just like grab what we have here?
I have it all out in front of me. You go ahead.
Talk about the Chills. Their single Doldrums, this label, and it came out after Pink Frost, I think, and it's still a really great single, I think. It's also on the compilation album. It's a bit more like an 80s pop song, but still really, really cool and great. I love it. So
big organ on that, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, kind of the label. The labels never cease to amaze me how cool they were. Just the designs themselves. I mean, these are clearly custom done, obviously, and I always love the font choices, the colors. It's just, it's why I'm one of the reasons why I love these records. All right, so I have a bit of a odd one. This is a split 8 Living Legs and Flack, I believe it is. Now I'm going to plead a little ignorance. I've been trying to brush up on some ones I didn't remember. I didn't get to this one. And this is a one-off, I believe. I don't think either of these bands did anything else, but not a ton of splits on the label, at least at this time. Flack. If I remember correctly, this is a bit of a experimental, more noise-centric record. And this does have an insert. A lot of the inserts, too, are very cool.
Yeah.
Always with the silly catalog numbers. Okay, Doug Hood, engineered, produced. I'm just looking at some quick names of people on this. But, Doug Hood is the big engineer at the time. He's recording everything, essentially, or much of it. So I guess I can't go too far into it. This is one to check out here, though.
Yeah. I haven't heard that one, actually, so I have to check it out, definitely.
I'm going to play it today.
Yeah.
So, a cool one, though. I mean, I got it at some point because I definitely enjoyed it. So,
yeah.
In any case.
Very cool.
Yeah, you go ahead.
All right. This is also from 84, and it's the Verlains with this 10 o'clock in the afternoon EP. And I think this came out after the Donating Double, or maybe after the Death and the Maiden single.
Yes, that's a great single.
Yeah. And I just, this one, it still has this like early Flying Nun sound. I think Doug Hood produced it. And it has all the right ingredients, and the songs are really, really great on this one. Bored to Tears is a fantastic song, Joled Out, and many more.
Is this a 4-track EP or
2, 3, 6 songs?
6
actually, but it's on 45 RPM, so classic stuff.
Yes.
Lovely record. And this is the last thing I have from Verlains, actually, with an insert like this.
Nice.
It's really cool. Do you have that one?
That one I'm missing. I do have something from the Verlains. We talked a little about the Verlains, I think, kind of going into more of an alternative rock kind of feeling later on,
yeah.
I think. That I think we both were kind of like not quite as into. But
No.
they have some great songs, for sure.
Yeah. And this is still really great. As you said, I'm not a big fan of what they did later in the 80s, but this is still really good.
All right, I'm going to show... I'll do two because I think I have a few more than you, so I'll do a couple or two here. This one I just did listen to, the Rip, one and only record, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's not much info on this, but it is Alistair Galbreath, who plays, he's had his own solo records later, and he does a lot of violin. But this one, I thought, okay, there is an insert. I thought it was going to be a little more on the, left of center feeling, but actually, no, it actually has the really good sort of hooky, a lot of what I hear in Flying Nuns is that the bass is always very signature to me. It's recorded in a very specific way, gives it a really good danceable feeling, and this has that. So we have Robbie Muir is on this. He would do stuff with Peter Jeffries, I believe.
Yep.
And Alistair Galbraith, guitar and violin. So it's that trio. And I believe I think they would come back much later on with something. But this is a pretty rare one, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is. I don't have it, but I'm looking for it, and it doesn't turn up too often.
I know I had to import this one from Slowboat, big seller who has a lot of Flying Nun in New Zealand. So, but yeah, I was happy to hear this and remember that it was what I liked it. Yeah. I'll show this, the first Bats EP. Not my favorite, but the first one. Of course, Robert Scott started doing this band after the Clean, and I love the Bats. I don't have, by any stretch, all of the records, and I don't know if you need that, but Robert Scott wrote some just incredible hooks, incredible songs.
Yeah.
This is a 6-track EP, and again, I love the 45 RPMs EP format that they were doing predominantly in the 80s. So it's a quartet, and Robert Scott is doing guitar mainly on the Bats records. He's a bass player in the Clean. So yeah, much more to come from the Bats in my pile.
Yeah, I don't have that, but I have Bats later on in my pile. Maybe I should jump ahead a little in time and show you my lyric, because I have this one, Storm Court, the band that you just showed. But this is from '87, so it came out a little later on, and I think it's just Alistair Galbreath. I can never say his name, but it's him on this record, I think. And this is a very lo-fi, acoustic, kind of dreamy, almost folk, very kind of trippy, and I absolutely love this. It has.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, check out the first song called River Chasm. That is mind-blowingly good.
And I think that's what he would really be doing more later. Like the Morse album is definitely a little out there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Thank you. I forgot that there was that record. Still with the custom label.
It's not the jangly pop as on their debut, but this is a different kind of thing, more experimental.
Yeah.
So check that out.
I will. It could be in the I Want list, and I forgot all about that.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went ahead a little bit. This is a pretty new edition, the Expendables.
Okay, cool.
We've talked a little bit about them. Just Jay Clarkson, who's a woman, doing vocals and guitar. I got this from Gunter Minty Vinyl, who sells really, really great seller in Germany.
Yeah.
And I think this is their strongest music, actually. And I do have the LP in our pile. I think we talked about this. A little, I mean, they're pretty much in the Flying Nun mold, the classic Flying Nun sound. Maybe a little hard, I wouldn't say harder edge, but less pop, I suppose. Yeah. But just a trio: Robert Key, Michael Kleem, and Jay Clarkson. 1984. This don't get the city on here, but yeah, they just have this single and an LP, which I'll show later.
Yeah, they have some really cool songs. I think not everything is great, but I guess that single is a good one.
Yeah,
I also bought some records from Minty Vinyl in Den Bosch when I went last year. He has some fantastic. He has a super collection of Flying Nun stuff, like in good condition, but they are so expensive.
Yeah, he was actually really great to work with and negotiate with. So I'll say that. So
he's a nice guy. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about another band that was on the Dunedin Double, and it's a Sneaky Feeling.
Still missing that.
Yeah. This is their, I think it's a full length called Send You from 84 or maybe 85. I'm not really sure, actually.
Sometimes it's a little unclear for sure.
Yeah, and it says here it's recorded in 83, so probably 84 it came out. And they weren't so comfortable with the 4-track lo-fi recording techniques of Dog Hood, so they wanted to go to a better studio to do more layers with vocals and stuff. So this is recorded in a better studio, like a 16-track studio, a proper studio. So it's a better sounding, better quote unquote.
Yes.
But it's still a really nice album, I think. Absolutely fantastic pop songs. And the song Throwing Stones, check that out. That's brilliant if you haven't heard it. It's a classic and really, really good.
Yeah, this is one I've certainly checked out at some point. I haven't been a while, but it's in the old want list.
Yeah, it's a little bit more poppy than some of the other bands, of course, but still a great album.
Very nice. All right, I'll show 2 again. Just listen to this. This is one you don't see too often. It turned up here in the U.S. and I was able to get it at an auction, which was nice. eBay. This is Phantom Fourth. This was one and only record. I just checked, but it is another EP, and this one was reissued by the Dark Entries label. So that should tell you that label usually focuses on like minimal synth and sort of darker post-punk, and this is kind of what we have here. So a bit of an outlier for Flying Nun. Oh, there's a tiny insert.
Okay.
Yeah, this is oh boy, I don't think I've seen this before, but it's actually it actually mentions some of the other releases around the time.
Oh, cool.
I don't think I saw that before because it was so small. But
Nice.
But here's what we have there. And I checked out the people in this band. Not a ton of overlap except for one player, forgetting his name, but he played in this group called This Is Heaven, which has one of the rarest singles on Flying Nun. I just saw it.
Okay.
I think it was Luke. Okay, yeah, that's 2 different. Paul and Debbie Luker are the 2, I think, main people in this, along with Lorraine Steele. It is female-led vocal record too.
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard of this when I saw it, but I have a Flying Nun sort of search term up, and if I see anything that spikes my interest, I check it out. So this one I got a couple of years ago.
I think I have sampled it on YouTube, and I really liked what I heard. So
it's good. It's
great songs on it.
There is a Joy Division feeling to some of it, I would say.
Yeah.
I'll show this quickly. Well, not quickly, but I'd like to talk for a long time about it. But one of my favorite 12-inch singles, Scorched Earth Policy. Both so good. 1984, and talking about a darker edge post-punk sound. This doesn't get much better than this on the Flying Nun label. The song Green Cigar is just incredible.
I love that. It's fantastic.
And then there's a Velvet Underground kind of feeling with more violin that enters on some of these songs from Andrea Cox. Peter Stapleton is a drummer that you see in a lot of bands, Flying Nun bands. So this is an all-time favorite Flying Nun band and single. So I love Scorched Earth Policy. So good in so many ways. Hooky, aggressive, great band.
Yeah. I don't have that, but it's on the want list. I really, really dig it.
Yeah, you'll see it in Den Bosch, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. All right. We're gonna talk about the Double Happies, and this is their first single. It's called the Double B-side, and it's like a gatefold 7-inch paper like this, really cool. And the Double Happies, they were Wayne Elsey from the Stones was in that band, and also Shane Carter from This Kind of Punishment. So they just released this and a 12-inch EP, and they both are really fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
That like mix of indie rock, garage rock with kind of like Bad Attitude, style, and great single and a great EP as well. And also tragic story, because Wayne Elsey died from a freak train accident. I think they were like jumping between wagons or so, and he fell and just died. So very sad story, but great music. And they only did this and another one that I have, but I'll show it later on. And it came in like this bag that you can like seal here.
Is that the original bag, you think?
I
was going to say,
like that, but
kind of fun.
Yeah.
I don't have any Double Happies. Yeah, I know the EP I'm definitely looking for. I don't know if I've put that in my list, but if I see it,
Yeah, you should pick it up if it's not too expensive, because it's a great one. The song is called The Other Way, I think.
Mm-hmm. As long as I can get a Ziploc bag too.
Yeah.
All right, so I have another single. This one I got this year from our noted Instagram seller, BTXRX. Children's Hour. Another one that sort of edges more on the post-punk side of things. I'm certainly looking for their EP as well. And let's see. What can I tell you about this one? I'm trying to get them. I don't have the members in front of me, unfortunately, on here. This one just exists as is, no single or anything like that. Again, Harder Edge single from them. There's another 12-inch EP, I believe it is, right? And excellent stuff. It was the right price here in the US, so it came to me. This one I think was in the package as the Chills and all that stuff.
Yeah,
really good band.
I haven't heard that actually.
I think it was compiled. I believe they did a compilation of their stuff with this on it. So
yeah, probably.
Really nice. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I can show you the Double Happies, their 12-inch, when I talked about them. So looks like this. Cut it out. And this is a fantastic. Shane Carter, later he played in Straight Jacket Fits. I think I got it wrong there, but this is before that.
Right.
And it has the song Needles and Plastic that gave name to the book that we have. Maybe I have this great book called Needles and Plastic.
I have it somewhere over there.
Yeah. So that song is on this one, and it's more the good stuff from them.
Another great label
with a really nice cut it out insert where you can cut them out and put clothes on them. So very nice.
Classic, yeah.
Classic fine non-stop. Great one. Too bad he died so early, but
yes.
Yeah.
Good band. That's another one I'm missing. So I have next the compilation, The Last Rumba.
Okay.
And some of these comps you can find, they don't really go for too much. It's funny, as I was just talking about the band Phantom Fourth, I see they were on this. So there we go. But we have the Exploding Budgies, Eight Living Legs, This Sporting Life. That's a great one we talked about last year or last time. Children's Hours here, actually. The Stones and that Flack band as well. And a band called Lesser Speckled Gottliebs. I can't tell you much about that.
Never heard of
No. This was all, if I remember correctly, recorded live in now Limbo, I guess it was. Anyway, I found this is what my memory of it anyway. Recorded live, like a full like review type thing where a bunch of bands were playing. So a cool one, and probably not too hard to get, I don't think.
Are the songs exclusive to that compilation, or probably because they're live tracks? But
I think so. Again, this is one I haven't spun in a little while. That's probably why I got it. And it's definitely some of the more odd ducks of Flying Nun, with the exception of I guess Stones, but Exploding Budgies we'll talk about in a second. No insert. Great artwork, of course.
Really, really cool to put out a compilation with super obscure bands like that. Just things they did.
They would. I'll show this quickly too. The Expendables we've talked about. This is the LP, and with Jay Clarkson, this has the insert. There it is. Yeah, a little more of an alternative sound, I guess. Jay Clarkson would have records under her own name, and she would continue on in another project I'm forgetting, I believe. Another great label. 2 different label designs here.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah.
Very cool.
This one I just played again this year, or this past week, and this is something I grabbed this year from that Instagram seller. So Robert Key, Michael Keem, and Jay Clarkson.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool one.
All right, you go ahead.
Should we talk about the Exploding Budgies?
Yep, that's coming up
you
here.
Have that one too, right?
Yes. All right, some overlap.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is. They just did this EP, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they just released this one, and it's a 4-track EP with some amazing indie rock on that I absolutely love, and a really cool drawing here, artwork on the cover. You can look for details for a long time.
Yeah, amazing. Who did the artwork? Let's see. Is it a Chris Knox creation?
I'm not really sure, actually.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep. It is a Doug Hood recording. I don't think it mentions who did the art that I can see anyway.
No. Anyway, this band is a little bit connected to the Goblin mix. And actually, when I showed this in one of my videos, I got an email from the drummer in this band. I think his name was James Murray or something. And he explained how they were connected. So they were two different bands, but they came from the same school in Auckland. And when this band quit or stopped playing, one of the players from this band joined the Goblin mix. So there's the connection. Because there's a compilation out where you can find both Goblin mix and Exploding Budgies.
Right, that I've seen. Yeah. Well, and David Mitchell's the big sort of songwriter, and he appears. I'm just looking at his band list now. I mean, yes, Goblin mix, but also later the 3Ds, Plagal Grind, which is a very rare one. Leather Apron. I don't know how real some of these bands are. Ghost Club, Magic Heads. Yeah. So David Mitchell's the guy, I guess, as far as like songwriting is concerned, and he would lead Goblin mix, I believe, as well.
Yeah. Do you have Goblin mix?
I do. That's a new addition this year.
Yeah.
So talk about that one a little later, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll show my favorite Bats EP.
Wow.
I love this. This has got some of my favorite songs of them on here. Chicken Bird Run and Joe's Again. Joe's Again is one of these songs I put on repeat. I just need to hear it. Robert Scott is just such a gifted hook songwriter. And this is just called By the Fire. And here's music from the Fireside.
Yeah.
Another 6-track EP.
That is another one I need to find.
Yeah, they're not the most rare ones, but they're actually kind of harder to come across.
Yeah.
Lyrics, and then here we go. Got a short label, a little more of a simple label, but custom all the same. This is, I think, 1985 we're in now. I love this EP. This is probably my favorite one, if I had to pick. And I did just sell the compilation, completely Bats. I sold that, which was a reissue anyway, but I don't know if I would need to get that either. I think I have all those singles, I think. Maybe not all the 7 inches, but that was a thing Flying Nun liked to do with those compilations of singles, and almost for many of the bands have one. So
yeah. Should we go on? This is another Chills single. This is 86, I think. Maybe I took it in the wrong order now. Anyway, I'll show it. This is their single, I Love My Leather Jacket. And I think it's a great song. This one is not so expensive to find. I guess it was a bigger hit, but still cool. The Chills labels. And have you heard it?
Yes. Yeah, it's on the compilation that I have. At least the A side is. I don't know what the B side is. But
the story about it is that the drummer who died from leukemia, his mother gave a leather jacket to Martin Phillips, and that's what the song is all about. I love my leather jacket. I wear it all the time. Mm-hmm. So when you know the story behind it, it's a really great,
sweet,
touching song, actually, and it's really, really catchy. So put it on if you want to party.
Now, when you say like an interesting thing, when I think about like the Clean had hits and the Chills had hits, I always try to think about what that means in New Zealand terms. Like, how far is this a hot pop hit? Is this like everyone in those places knew these songs, or is this like a hit sort of just amongst like, aficionados? I always wonder, like, what's the perspective on that?
Really not sure. But I think they made like a proper music video for it. So maybe it was played a little bit on MTV or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because like the first Clean EP was successful, and some of these early records were successful. I think maybe just in terms of Flying Nun standards, selling out a run and running another one. But it feels like there was a little bit more awareness than just like something underground, for sure.
Yeah. Some of the songs, at least.
There I have the LP. I had another Verlains record that I sold, like I was saying, kind of moved in the direction I didn't love, but this one I've kept.
Okay.
And the Verlains, of course, were on the Dunedin Double. And, right? Yeah. A gatefold. Don't see a lot of gatefolds. And there's not a lot of LPs. They're starting to do LPs at this time. Verlains from I don't remember which city they're from. Again, I think alternative rock when I think of the Verlains at this time. This is Hallelujah All the Way Home. I think this might have come out on Homestead. They have some records that came out on Homestead here in the US.
Okay. I think I've heard it sometime, but I can't remember any of the songs. But need to check it out again, see if I need it.
Yep.
When we're talking about Chills, I can just show this one.
Yes, the EP.
That is an absolutely killer EP, I think. And it came in 85, so it was in the wrong order there, but
awesome.
I think it's about 4 tracks and 6 tracks. 6-track EP, and I think these were recorded a bit earlier, and like in 84 or so, and came out. Maybe they were recorded as demos or something. I'm really not sure, but still, it's a great EP.
That's like their first, like more than other than the Dunedin Double. That's like their first multiple, like EP proper rather than singles, I believe. I was just looking. And that was unique. That was Flying Nun. Bands were doing EPs and singles. LPs would come much later. It was all very. They were doing these things quickly. I don't have that one.
No, I think it's worth to track down.
Mm-hmm.
Great one.
Always great, wonderful artwork.
Yeah.
All right, I'll hop in with Abel Tasmans.
Wow.
From, I think this is 85 still. Who do we have? Graham Humphreys, keyboards and vocals is a name that will pop around. But this is a classic Flying Nun sound. Indie pop. And I have a single too. Let's see if I find no insight on this one. 6 tracks once again. Strong record. This is another one I have a compilation but yeah, I still have the compilation of their singles. Have a Cup of Tea. Very simple label here. A band that sort of gets, I think, lost in the mix a little bit, but very strong, really strong sound. This is The Tired Sun.
Yeah. Is it their debut release?
I believe it precedes this. Yeah, I think it precedes the single, which I'll show in a second. Abel. Some of these, it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
This is this is their first EP. Yep.
Okay.
1985.
That's a band I really need to get into. I've heard a lot about them, and I heard some songs that I really liked, but I don't have any records at all. So
it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard, but
okay.
I'll definitely pick them up if I find them. Do you have another one, or should I continue?
Sure, I'll do one more.
Yeah.
I have a couple EPs by the Birdnest Roys.
Oh, great.
Whack It All Down.
Yeah.
This one will lean a little more on a little poppier. Big group, as you can see. Who's in it? It's hard to remember.
Yeah.
But look at this. Look at this insanity.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Love things like that.
Yeah. Produced and engineered by Chris Sheen and Terry King. Yeah, like I said, this Birdnest Roys are going a little bit less punky, a little more poppy.
Yeah.
A little seahorse action. Good band. Another one that's been compiled with a compilation. And I have one more to show a little later. This is their first. I mean, yeah, I want to look and sit here and read all this, but we don't have time for that.
No. Yeah, there's a song, I think it's a song called Bat Cave on that one that's a really killer.
Yes, second song. It's a 5-track EP, it looks like.
Yeah. I need to find that as well. I don't have any Birdnest Roys in my collection.
Okay. I think we might have a similar one coming up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time for this one. Goblin mix. As we talked about a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This is also a fantastic EP, 4 tracks with that good like indie rock sound, and it's with David Mitchell from 3Ds later on.
Recorded right around the same time, right? I mean, as Exploding Budgies.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that's what we're running through the titles as they came out, so these were all coming out pretty similar time.
Yeah. I guess it was 85 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any year here.
Just great Flying Nun style indie rock, absolutely.
I don't know if they released anything else. Do you know if they have more releases, Goblin Mix?
Yeah, I just had this up. I think they're the band that came later with something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. It was just that compilation, but they do have a tape that's listed as an album, actually, The Birth and Death of Goblin Mix, which it looks like there is a 12-inch version of that as well. Okay, yeah, I've seen this, but I don't have it.
Okay.
Or it's sometimes called Son of Goblin Mix.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it.
Yeah, need to check it out.
I believe actually this didn't come out on Flying Nun, or maybe the reissue did, but this is Tall Dwarfs. 3 songs. I've been listening to a lot of Tall Dwarfs lately. It's interesting how like some of the songs really get stuck in your head, and they seems like they shouldn't.
No.
But there's something about these guys, and I remember actually seeing them before I knew who they were. Around the year 2000, one of the old tango shows I had, the Tall Dwarfs opened the show in New York.
Wow.
I didn't know who they were, but I could tell. So yeah, this is the Furtive label. I believe the reissue came out in Flying Nun, but I could tell when I saw them that like there was definitely an excitement in the crowd about who they were, and it was rare to see them. And that was my first exposure to them around 2000.
Wow, really cool that you saw them live. I've never seen any of these bands live, actually.
No, I mean, I was going to see Old Tango, and it was just a lucky treat. So yeah.
Tall Dwarfs, fantastic band. I just love them, but I don't have that one.
The singles aren't too bad, too hard to find.
No, maybe not. Next one, I think you have this one as well. This is a bit of an oddball EP with a Puddle.
Yes, I do have that.
And this is, I guess, 86 maybe.
Pop Lib.
With one of my favorite inserts with the UFO here.
Yes.
Where they apologize for the bad noise on track 1. So.
Is this the one you did in your UFO video? Is that right? No, maybe I did.
No, actually, I had the pin group in that one, but I could easily have used this one as well. This is, What do you think about this?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
No.
It's hard to remember. It's 2 pages.
I think there's a song called Magic Words that's really kind of psychedelic, I think. And then they do a Sid Barrett cover here with Candy and Current Bomb.
That's right.
So much of it is live, actually.
Yeah, who's in this? Let's see.
Peter Guthridge is in this band. At least this version of the band. And this is very charming on the back. Thanks to the Chills for the loan of their gears.
That's right.
So they didn't have their own gear. So.
That's right. I remember this. Yeah, George Henderson is kind of the guy singing and playing.
Yeah.
The songwriter. But it's live. I do remember that.
Yeah. It was a long time since I heard it, actually, so I had to revisit it.
Yeah.
But
there's
cool that I remember.
Flute on this. There's Peter Guthridge playing Casio tone. There's French horn, as you can see. So it's a bit of a kitchen sink.
Yeah. Could be like Neutral Milk Hotel or something with a trombone and just banging out noise. Really cool one.
New Zealander noise.
Yeah.
All right, we got to talk about Lip Blue Go Purple. Amazing single.
Yeah.
So, this is another band with some really memorable, strong songs. As does The Sun. I think is my favorite from this. Yeah. The last track. It's a 4-track EP. Another beautiful design.
Yeah.
And this is one I I ordered, and I got a warped copy.
Okay.
Check it out. How do you not love this? And this is like a raincoats type insert almost.
Yeah. Fantastic.
And I didn't have a flattener at that time, but my friend Joe here does, and he flattened this for me. He actually put it through the low heat flattening method for a few times, and he got it out.
Oh, fantastic! And
I was refunded the price of the record, so I owe Joe. I owe him a bunch for that, because I know it wasn't like a one-time flatten. He had to do it a bunch of times, and there is it still jumps a little bit, but you don't hear it and it doesn't jump.
No.
So, and it's such a great single.
Yeah, I think the both Look Blue, Go Purple. They are top of my Flying Nun wants right now.
Right.
I just love them. So great.
Bewitched. All women. You know,
Yeah,
in a lot of ways, women do the best punk.
Yeah, and it's very psychedelic. Actually, it's like flutes and long, trippy songs here and there, and combined with the jangly like twee pop in some songs. So it's a really nice mix, and yeah, I love both of these.
There is flute. Terry Moore, we see this name a lot, produced and engineered this one. He's another name I see pop up a bunch. Where is it? Anyway.
Yeah.
Very, very happy to have that one.
Yeah. Need to find them. Here's another Tall Dwarfs. This one, do you have it?
Yes. This is this is a great one.
50.
It's like a very sickening cover.
Yeah, you feel sick just seeing these two faces. You don't feel too well.
I'm okay. Yeah, look in the back too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Feet, a lot of feet, mutated. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's lots going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Great insert.
Do you have the round insert?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Again, Chris Knox with this. I just love the idea of all of this getting laid out and created. It's just such a labor of love to do these inserts like this.
Mm.
It's all lyrics essentially with credits.
Mm.
And another great label.
Yeah. From 86. Another great one, I think.
Yeah. Consistent.
It's hard to go wrong with Tall Dwarfs from the 80s. Just buy everything you see and it will be good.
Yeah, and a lot of the times you can get these for about 30, 40 euro or around that range.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more for the first pressings, but like this one I think was about 30 here.
Yeah, it's not that super expensive. But I think their LP is more expensive, but I don't have that. Yeah.
That's sitting right here. I might as well show it.
Wow.
Now, as I was looking at this just like right before we started, the 45 side by the Waldorf. So I guess they did a side 33 and a side 45, which is
pretty weird.
Strange to do.
Yeah.
But it is their first LP. And nothing's going to happen is on this. Now, this does have, oh God, I almost want to touch it. It's got one of these attached booklets. Well, the sleeve itself is incredible.
Wow.
You can see all the players. I mean, everybody plays on this, apparently.
Wow. Oh my God. That's a big list.
You know, there's a booklet like you'd see in some of the late 60s records. There's a booklet attached here, which is a little delicate, but it's got just tons of artwork and lyrics and information. I mean, look at this.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I mean, this is psychedelic, whether it's this is twisted stuff.
Yeah. Very psychedelic.
Yeah, so happy to have that. That's a mind blower just looking at it.
Yeah.
That's the label again.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'm looking for that one, but it's more expensive, I think, around like 100 euros or so.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think you have to pay for.
Yep.
Maybe more. I have one more Tall Dwarfs now that we're talking about it, and this is Dogma.
Do not have that one. Okay.
And actually, I don't have the first Flying Nun. I have this Flying Nun Europe label on this one.
Oh, yeah. Once they were licensing to, or they started a Flying Nun UK around that time.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. But this is a fantastic. I love it, and it has the slide. The song "The Slide" is absolutely killer.
Yes.
And there's one. I don't remember the song names and the songs, but some really good songs on this one.
Mm-hmm. The slide comes up a lot for me.
Yeah, that is great one. And it's a really long one with like very much percussive instruments that is almost like Sympathy for the Devil kind of song that is really cool as well.
And they were self-recording these, correct? These are all Chris Knox recordings, home recordings. I mean, they were really early in that home recording thing. I mean, I'm not sure if this one was, but the early ones certainly were.
I guess it was this one as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a UK release, so
right.
I have to find a New Zealand copy maybe.
Now you're breaking your you're breaking your pact.
Yeah.
Your
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. It'll be okay.
It will be okay.
Here's one that I had the records, but I sold the reissues, but I do have, this is the only, this kind of punishment I have. These are some of the, this one isn't too easy to find either, but the LPs are very scarce. This is Graham and Peter Jeffries. This is another one that is a big favorite of mine.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to talk about maybe like a Bad Seeds or like a birthday party feeling, you'll get that on some of these. This is just 5x4 EP. When the records turn up on Instagram, they sold like almost instantly. I wrote to the guy like, I'm like, did they really sell that quickly? He's like, yeah, I think as soon as I pushed post, someone had already said claim or claimed it. I don't even know how that happened, but there's like the bees record, Bird of Bees, I believe it is, and the other record. I'm really top ones for me. So
yeah, that's high on my top one as well. I really need that. I think it's fantastic. Those are very tough.
Yeah, great band. This is from 1985, and like I said, getting more in that sort of darker edge sound. Recorded, the Chris Knox recorded this on his 4-track, and there is some Moog and synth on this as well. This kind of punishment. Superior Viaduct did the reissues, which I think are findable. So, all right, getting towards the bottom here.
I can show a single related because it's with Peter Jeffries and Shane Carter from Double Happies and other bands. This is a fantastic single called Randolph's Going Home.
Yeah.
And this is the first thing he recorded after the train accident, and he got together with Peter Jeffries and did this as a duo. And they released, I think, one more 7-inch maybe later on. But this is a really good single. Very like, kind of hard to describe, but it's some kind of indie rock, but not like fast and happy. It's more long and percussive.
Noisy.
And it goes into noise, but it builds, like the song builds. And I think it's a great one.
Nice.
And these labels on this one. It's pretty hard to find this single, but it's not impossible. I'll show you this.
Awesome.
Yep.
I love Peter Jeffries. His solo records I'm a big fan of. Those would come a little later, late 80s.
Yeah. I have a few of those as well. Great one. Great stuff.
I'll show this just quickly, the Chills compilation. This is one of the very earliest Flying Nun records I ever got around that year of 2000. This is the UK, or actually, it is UK, but it's on the Creation label.
Okay.
Which is interesting. So this is Kaleidoscope World. It was issued in New Zealand, but this is the version I've had since I was much younger. So just wanted to mention that.
What a great introduction to the band. If you have that one, you have the best stuff.
Pink Frost, Rolling Moon, Satin Doll, Doldrums, Kaleidoscope World, which is what this is called. 8 songs.
Yeah.
For those interested, here's the history of the Chills. So I'll show that quickly, and then I have to show this kind of punishment. I'm sorry, Scorched Earth Policy.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, this one has another amazing noisy pop. Well, there's a few since the accident.
Yeah, I love that song. That's so good. Yeah.
Turn Your Eyes Away is a knockout as well. Just that really combining like a post-punk and hooks, like in a very incredible way. So this is there's a Silk Breeze did a compilation of the 2 EPs, and they used this as the cover. So I used to have that. I sold that off to somebody when I got both of these because they just had the two 12-inch EPs. It's 1985.
Yeah.
And just checking if there was. Oh yeah, there is an insert here. There we have that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a fly or something.
Yeah, I think
Close
so.
up.
So that's the same lineup as the earlier one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love that one. It's also on my want list, but that's pretty hard to find that one.
This was I got last year, and I had to bleed a little bit.
Yeah, you have to do that sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
So how many records do you have left in your pile?
Not too many. Looks like 5 or 6. 5, maybe 6 or 7 actually.
I have just 3, so do one more.
All right. I'll stop struggling with that. I just listened to this, the Alpaca Brothers.
Okay.
And again, engineered by Terry Moore.
Also
and
Peter Guttridge, right?
Sorry?
Is it also with Peter Guttridge, maybe? Maybe
Yes.
I mistake.
Yes, he is. Yep. He's playing keyboards. And this one is Bruce Bolcher, I believe it is. He would go on to a bunch of other stuff. Bands I didn't honestly know, 90s Flying Nun bands, but this is coming out in the mid 80s and has that another one that has the classic Flying Nun sound, like really rounded propulsive bass up front, like hooky songs, jangly guitars. It looks like it would be something, a little more punky, but no, it's a classic Flying Nun sound, very much so.
I need to check it out.
This when I got it, I didn't know it because I was importing a bunch of stuff from New Zealand and I threw this in there. A bit blind. Well, definitely blind at the time.
Yeah.
So I tried it out, and there's some folded inserts, which okay, very cool. Postcards.
All right.
Postcards, Jonas.
Nice. Wow. Fantastic.
It's hard to find the postcards, probably, unless no one listened to this and they just lived in there, Oh, there's a Look Blue, Go Purple mention.
Okay. Really cool one. I need to listen to that one. I haven't heard it, so.
This one I was on just before we started talking, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really enjoyed it. And okay, I'll do one more quick. Verlains Doomsday. This I found at a record fair here in Ithaca, and this is just a 2-track 12-inch. This one was actually probably not that great, but I got it because it was of the era, and yes, it was from the era I was looking for, Okay. So I got it, but probably qualifies as something I would pass along if I came down to it. Doomsday is the name of the single.
Okay.
All right. You go ahead.
Okay.
I struggle with this insert.
Let's talk about the bats. All right. This is made up in blue, and this is also a UK press because in New Zealand it came with totally different cover. But this is absolutely great EP. 3 songs made up in blue, the big hit.
It's a classic for them.
A really classic one. And actually, before we started this, I was reading a little bit about this, and it was the first release they did on Flying Nun UK. So before that they had to ship records from New Zealand to Rough Trade. But this is actually the first one, and it actually came out before the New Zealand press. So, if you want to find the true first one, it's this one with this cover. I would like to find the New Zealand press, of course, but this is a cool one. Still with custom label.
Yeah. Oh, very good. I don't have that.
This is super great because it's not on any LP or anything, so non-album songs and
But that's one of their most at least when you look at streaming services, you see that song come up as one of their bigger songs.
Yeah.
And it's probably was probably everyone in England or the UK probably knew that song. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's actually recorded in England as well, because they think they went to a tour there or something, then recorded it, or maybe it's the first. I'm confused, but I think they recorded some of it in England. Some of their stuff.
Yeah. Love the cover. Love the artwork.
Yeah, great one.
All right, I'll show Headless Chickens. This is a new grab from this year. This is technically looks like it's really more of an LP. What 7 songs. So you don't see a lot of custom inners as a real nice thick card, nice thick inner here, and we have the Headless Chickens again. Leaning on this is what the label looked at this time. This is the first pressing.
Nice.
You see that on some of the European releases. Mm-hmm. This one sort of has some experimental edges to it, but other than that, it's a little more like a Verlains and like a Verlains sound that I would lean a little more into. So it's kind of getting into that like late 80s sound, but strong record. The title of this, I believe, is just self-titled. I was thinking of it as like a grasshopper or something. Yeah. Or a praying mantis.
I don't have any of there's records, but I listened to a few tracks and I really didn't like it because it was too much of like electronic. Maybe it's really good and you need to have a different mindset or something. But I think that's the first one, and I think that is better than what they did later on. So
it's the only one I've heard.
Yeah, it was like drum machines and synths and like more industrial kind of indie stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
All right. So I have, what do I got? I have like 4 more. I'll show.
I have 2 more, so you go.
Okay. The other's Abel Tasmans I have. I got this. This is something from this year too. Yes. I don't remember these guys. I don't remember these players. These guys don't turn up too many other places. Dave Tennant, Steve DeVried, Peter Keane, and Brent White. Very basic. Buffaloes is the name of this one. Mm-hmm. So I don't have a lot to say about that one because it's still so new to me.
Yeah.
And I'll just show one more, and then you go ahead. The other Look Blue, Go Purple EP. Amazing. I passed a copy of this at the WFMU Record Fair in Manhattan last year, and then actually I was able to get this from the aforementioned Instagram seller, but not on his Instagram. He was selling it on his Discogs, and just another classic EP. Maybe I think the other one's a little stronger, but this one's still got some great stuff on it. Cactus Cat is, when I think of like earworm to be, just a big time earworm. Yeah. So that's a song I will get lodged in my head forever.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. That's all you need.
As Ringo likes to say 50 times a day.
Yeah.
Look Blue, Go Purple. Okay. I got a couple of more big ones, and then we can wrap up.
Yeah. This is also Bats. That is Highway. Their first full length, I think.
Love it. I have a reissue of that one.
It's a classic one, and this is now we're in '87, I think, and they had started to do this like classic label design. So they never came on like custom labels. But this is the first New Zealand press of it.
Right. If people don't know, like you'll see that a lot of reissues with those labels, but at some point they switched over to those being like the stock label.
Yeah. So after this, I guess they used these labels. But I mean, what a classic, really strong LP. So many great songs. North by North is here.
Yeah. That's got a really great feeling to it. It's like a minor key song, but it's got that bass on there. Is so good.
I love the bass. It's so like really punchy and
It's the signature thing for me, and it's funny because Robert Scott's a bassist in the Clean, but in that band he's not playing bass. I don't believe it at all.
No, it's Paul Keane. I have heard that name. He's probably in other bands as well. Paul Keane, or maybe he had a brother.
Right.
I'm not sure. But also Alistair Galbreath is on violin on a couple of tracks here as well.
Yeah, I'll replace that at some point. Okay, awesome. Do you have this one?
No.
Okay, so this is weirdly came out much later when the Clean was. I don't really know this exact story, but the Clean was not a band anymore. Maybe they were starting to get back together this time. This is 1986, but it's mostly live. So you have live at the Rumba, live at the Gladstone. The Gladstone was a big club where a lot of the shows were in the early 80s. And live at the Stargazer, I think it is, 1981 to 82, but this didn't come out until 86. So they must have been looking for something to put out for the Clean. People were probably asking for the Clean. And this is just a live Dead Clean. But the songs on here, I don't believe appear in anything else. Two Fat Sisters at the bottom. One of these turns up on the comp. A couple turn up on the comp. Happy Birthday, John, Attack of the Teddy Bears, and Falling in a Hole. Yeah. And this does still have the custom.
Nice.
Yeah. So, the Clean would get back together a couple of years later and would record their first LP, which I really love, Vehicle.
Yeah, that's a great one. Came in 1990, I think.
Right.
Or something.
Yep. I need
to look into that one because I haven't heard it. So I just thought it was a live record, so I never paid attention to it. But
and it is. From I remember that it's worth your time, I think.
Yeah.
Short, six short songs.
Yeah, classic stuff.
All right.
So I have one left. Should I take it?
Go for it.
This is the really strange loves. When you
don't know this.
This is a pretty obscure one. I found it in Den Bosch. Hadn't heard it at the time. Just picked it up because it was a Flying Nun from '87. I think they just did this one, but it's mixed by Hamish Kilgore, and I don't know the people who are playing here. It's a mix of girls and boys, I think, mixed band. But some quite cool songs, especially on the B side. There's a song called She Said Let's Kiss. That's really catchy with kind of like a bad Casio synthesizer but still like guitar-based band. So kind of cool, but maybe not one of the best.
I've never seen it.
And it's not even on YouTube, so I couldn't really know where to be heard. So you come home to my place and I can play it for you.
Sounds great. I'll be there.
You can send an MP3.
Can you show me the labels? What do the labels look on that one?
Yeah, sorry. They have these.
Those. Okay.
Those. But it's from '87, and it's a New Zealand press.
Okay. All right. Well, I have one more Bird Nest Roy's EP. Yeah. This is Amazing. Is it Amazing Stories? But more wild art. But not really a psychedelic band, more of a pop band, indie pop, Another strong one. I think the first one is a little stronger, but I was happy to get this off Instagram too. And this one still has custom labels. Yeah.
Nice.
Bird Nest Roy's are, a little like the Look Blue Go Purple sound, I would say. Jaffa Boy's on this, which is a great one. It's a good song.
Yeah. That was a single also, I think. But
yeah. Right. This is an LP, if I didn't mention. This is a full LP.
Okay.
From '87. So that's the last one. I thought I have one more. I thought it came out in '87, but it looks like it's a little later. I just wanted to show it since I have it. the first Chris Knox solo LP,
Wow.
and I just love talking Chris Knox. I mean,
Yeah.
there he is going full zombie or something. Seizure. I think this is 89, but I figured I'd just throw it in since I pulled it out. Yeah, February of 89. And I don't know what the story was, but they were doing the classic style or the custom labels on this. Another bizarre one. There's he had, again, he was one of these guys that could make just the weirdest songs, and then another one and another the next song would be just like a super catchy, indie pop song or rock song. And always I just love his typography, and layouts here. So that's it. I guess I cheated a little bit, but I just wanted to put that out there since I had it.
Is that like similar in sound to Tall Dwarfs, or is it a thing of its own? Yeah,
it's mostly recorded himself. No Alec Bathgate. I don't know if he appears on this without looking too deeply, but Chris Knox is very much a precursor to, all of the lo-fi stuff in the US. Yeah. So there we have it.
Very cool.
Did it. Thanks, Jonas. We could. There's another idea is to talk about some adjacent things around the time. Maybe we can talk about that some other time. But I know we're both sort of the one to really get the first era of Flying Nun is like the stuff to collect and the most interested in. The 90s is a whole nother. I'm sure there's good stuff there. Just don't really know much of it.
No, I haven't heard much from the 90s. Just the 3Ds and a couple of more things, but I might open that door someday and
we'll see.
Go into,
there's still plenty to track down here in the 80s. So
definitely.
Well,
it's a really, really fun label to collect. It has everything you want as a collector. They're kind of hard to find. They have really cool design, great music, like it has everything. So
it checks all the boxes. Yeah,
absolutely.
The artwork for me is always such a cool thing, and just really great, talented songwriters. Like I really find so much of the songs just really well done, really, really good, well constructed, and lots of hooks. So
and it's quite fun when you think about what was on radio at that time, mid 80s, and this is like a big contrast to all the radio pop that was going on. So MTV and hair metal and whatever.
And when it comes to 80s pop, some of the stuff could have competed with a lot of those songs, a lot of those bands. So
very cool.
Well, it's been a pleasure as always. Hope to do another one at some point. Hope everybody dug that. Don't forget to subscribe to Jonas. I'm sure a lot of you have, but I'll link to your channel. And it's been fun. It's always fun to
really
do this.
Fun.
So
You do it again. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Take care.
Bye-bye.